Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be playing with some more makeup that I have recently purchased. So I'm going to be kind of just doing a chit chat, casual thing here. This isn't really a full-on tutorial. This isn't really a full-on like first impressions, just kind of a little bit of everything mixed in. So today so as you can see, I pretty much have most of my face makeup on. I have some lip gloss on because my lips are really dry. So before I put on for real liquid lipstick or bullet lipstick, whatever I choose to, I wanted to hydrate them a little bit. But really what I'm going to be focusing on in this video is the eyes. Again, most of what I have new right now that I have yet to film for you guys or share with you guys is different eyeshadow palettes or just different eyeshadows in general. So really what I'm going to be playing with are two different palettes and some single shadows. And those palettes are the Makeup Revolution Iconic Pro palettes. I have 1 and 2 here that I recently purchased from I think this is from Marshall's that I got it from. It's in my haul videos down below if you want to see it. And the others that I recently got is I just purchased a bunch of new Super Shock eyeshadows from ColourPop. They just had their buy one get one free sale and I had to jump all over that. They had a lot of kind of limited edition ones and there were just a lot of colors that I didn't have in my collection already, and I really like the formula because they're kind of creamy but they're not a cream, they're still powder. I don't know, they're weird and I love them for it. So before I jump into everything, make sure you subscribe before you go. I have some new things coming up, some unboxings I'll be sharing with you guys, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those videos. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start playing with some eyeshadow. First thing I'm going to do here is actually prime my eyelids. I have not done that yet, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay primer potion for that. So let me just apply that real fast here. As I kind of let that dry a little bit, I'm going to just show you guys the two palettes themselves. So they do have the little inserts here with the shade names on them, and this is the Iconic Pro. I think this is the second palette. There goes the brush. This is the second palette right here, so a few more bold colors within it. And the first one looks like this. Again, it has the sheet with the actual shade names on it. And this one has a little bit more kind of smoky looks and a little bit more neutral shades. So I'm going to just kind of be playing with all of this. Don't really know the look I'm going to go for here. Just going to kind of, you know, just kind of see. So first I think I'm going to go in with the Iconic Pro 1 palette, and I'm going to go in with shade, I want to say it's Luna. These things are kind of hard to read, but I think this one right here is Luna. It's just a very neutral shade, and I'm just going to dust this all over my eyelids to set the primer. Now, Makeup Revolution has come out with some really good palettes on their collabs lately, like the Soph X ones. I really am just like all about. But I did try one of their other palettes, it's the Stripped and Bare palette, and mine was, it was really dry and it wasn't super duper pigmented. You had to really work for it, so I wasn't super impressed with that one. But I could have also just not have gotten the best one. So I'm curious to see how these kind of play out. I will also say Iconic Pro 1 is definitely more cool toned, where the Iconic Pro 2 has a few more warm tones in it as well. Then I'm going to go in with Neutral, which is this shade right here. It's kind of a warmer peachy tan shade, and I'm just going to fluff that into my crease. These are very similar texture-wise as the Stripped and Bare palette. There's a little bit of fallout. There's some dusting off the brush here, but it's definitely not as crazy, and they are definitely showing to be a little bit more pigmented. I don't remember how much I paid for these, but I don't think it was very much. It was probably maybe like $4 or something like that. So that is something to keep in mind, especially Makeup Revolution, is, I'm sure you guys know, is a really affordable brand as it is. But when you're also going to somewhere where you can get discounted makeup and they have it, you're going to be paying even less. So it's a little bit more worth it at that point, even if they don't perform as well as your higher end palettes. just to kind of deepen that color up a little bit, I'm going to go in back with the Iconic 1 palette and go in with, let's see, I'm going to go in with Drama right here, which is a little bit of a darker warm tone brown, and just put that in my crease as well. So far, these are definitely performing better for me. A little bit more like their more recent palettes compared to the Stripped and Bare palette. So I'm way more impressed with both of these so far. Now I'm going to switch over to some of the ColourPop shades. I have a bunch of them here, but the one I'm going to apply today is called Twitter Pated? I don't know. Anyway, it's this really pretty kind of light rose goldy pink shade. It has flecks of gold in it, and I'm just going to put this all over my lid. Again, when I purchased the shades from ColourPop, I chose the shades that I didn't have anything like it. They have some really interesting kind of like dual chromey type shades. They have ones that I just don't have in any palette that I just kind of really, really wanted. That's such a pretty shade. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll kind of zoom you guys in here when I'm done applying this, but it's such a pretty, honestly makes me think like of a fairy color, because it's such a pretty light pink with the gold flecks in it. Then I'm going to go in with another shade that I purchased from ColourPop, and that is Three's Cloud. And this one is so pretty. It's almost like an orangey gold shade, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just kind of lightly pop it in the center for a little bit added dimension here. And with a clean brush, I'm just going to very carefully blend those together. Then I'm going to go back in with the Iconic 1 palette and go into the shade right here, which is called Echo. And I am going to use that to line my lower lash line. Then I'm just going to go back into the Iconic 2 palette, back into that original shade here that we used in our crease, and just kind of go smudge out that line a little bit underneath. By the way, totally lost the shade names, mixed them up. I don't know which is which anymore. So then last, I'm going to go in with this really pearlesque type white shade here and put that in the corners of my eyes. Oh yeah, that's pretty. And of course, on the brow bone. I was going to finish up this look with it looking like this, but I'm thinking it needs a little bit more. And by the way, I'm going to zoom you in. I know I'm a little like behind on the zooming you in at this point, but better late than never, I guess. To just add a little bit more oomph, I'm going to go in with another ColourPop shade, and this is in the shade Paradox, and this is this really pretty kind of like cranberry mulberry shade. And I'm just going to lightly add a little bit to the outer parts of my eyes. Just to add a little bit of something extra. Okay, so I've got a little bit more color, a little more definition, just doesn't feel quite as boring to me at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off camera and finish up the look, and then I will be right back to kind of just finish up with you guys. Okay guys, so I have completed this look, and I feel much better about these Makeup Revolution palettes than the last one I got from TJ Maxx or Marshalls or one of those places. They performed really well. They were still a little dry and they still had a little bit of kickback, but it wasn't a lot, nothing crazy, and they blended really easily, and they were much, much, much more pigmented, so they worked much better for me. So that gives me hope that maybe I just got a bad palette, and that was again the Stripped and Bare one. I'm just going to chalk it up to that, no pun intended, because these two worked much better. All the colors that I did try worked. I didn't do a whole lot of them, again, just because it wasn't really full first impressions. I just kind of wanted to play with makeup and chat with you guys. And then, of course, the Super Shock shadows are just gorgeous. I had a couple of them already, but I love that formula. Just kind of this buttery mix between almost just like a pressed eyeshadow, a drier eyeshadow, and then almost a cream even. It's just a lovely formula. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a quick something, just hanging out, trying some new stuff, you know, just one of those things. But thank you guys again for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And let me know if you've tried any of these products, if they work for you guys. If there's any videos you want to see, let me know. I'm always happy to make you happy. That's why I'm here. Again, make sure you subscribe before you go so you don't miss out some of the new products and unboxings that I've got coming up to share with you guys. But until I can get them out for you, thank you again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.